Imagine this, you find the skeleton of a peacock. You have never seen a peacock before. No picture, no video, nothing. You study the bones, you measure them, and you reconstruct a body. And you conclude, it was a gray, reptile-like bird, maybe colorless, maybe plain. You would be completely wrong. Because a real peacock, it looks like something designed in a fever dream. Shimmering blue, a tail like a galaxy, colors that don't even seem possible in reality. Now think, what if we are doing exactly the same thing with dinosaurs? For more than 150 years, we have been building dinosaurs from bones. Only bones. No skin, no color, no feathers, no lips, no flesh, no texture. And from those bones, we built an entire world. Movies, museums, books. A world where gray, scaly, cold-blooded monsters live. But here's the truth. Bones don't tell the whole story. They never do. And over the past 20 years, scientists have been discovering something that is quietly changing everything we thought we knew. The dinosaurs you grew up with. They may not have looked like that at all. Before we go further, I want to leave you with 3 questions. Question 1. If T-Rex had lips, why would everything change? Question 2. We have already found dinosaur skin preserved in rocks, so why did we get them wrong for 100 years? Question 3. There is one dinosaur, so strange, so alien, that if you saw it in real life, you might not even recognize it as a dinosaur. We'll get to all 3. But first, let's go back to where this story began. This story starts in 1824. A man, William Buckland, is looking at a large jawbone pulled from the English countryside. He names it Megalosaurus, Great Lizard. And just like that, a template is formed. Lizard, cold, scaly, ancient monster. That image spreads. It burns into the human mind. And when Hollywood picks it up in 1993, it becomes accepted as truth. Jurassic Park shows us a roaring T-Rex in the rain. Velociraptors hunting in a kitchen. Skin like a crocodile, eyes like a snake. We loved it. But that wasn't the strange part. Even before Jurassic Park, scientists already knew something was off. In the 1960s, a paleontologist, John Ostrom, was studying a dinosaur called Deinonychus. He noticed something strange. Its bones didn't look like a lizard's. They looked like a bird's. The joints, the hollow structure, the way the limbs connected. This creature didn't drag itself across the ground. It was fast. It was intelligent. It moved like something warm-blooded. But the world wasn't ready to hear it. And this discovery was ignored for decades. Then came 1996. In northeastern China, a farmer was digging into rock. And he found something that made science stop in its tracks. A dinosaur, perfectly preserved. But there was something no one expected. Feathers. Not scales. Not smooth skin. Feathers. This creature was called Sinosauropteryx. And it was completely covered in fine, hair-like feathers. Scientists were stunned. And for good reason. Because suddenly, everything changed. If this one had feathers, how many others did too? And from here, things got strange. Over the next 20 years, China became a treasure trove. From the Yixian Formation, fossil after fossil emerged. And they all showed the same thing. Feathers, crests, complex structures, color. Yes, melanosomes. These are tiny, microscopic structures that determine color. And they can be preserved in fossils. Scientists examined dinosaur feathers under electron microscopes, and compared them to modern birds. And they found colors. Sinosauropteryx was reddish-brown with a striped tail. Anchiornis had black and white wings and a bright red crest on its head. A dinosaur, with a red crest. Let that sink in. These were not gray monsters. Some of them looked like rare birds. Vibrant, colorful, almost beautiful. But wait, we haven't even reached T-Rex yet. Remember the first question. If T-Rex had lips, what would change? For a century, we always showed it with exposed teeth. Always visible. Always snarling. It looked terrifying. And very crocodile-like. But crocodiles are actually an exception. Most animals have lips that cover their teeth. Lions, bears, Komodo dragons. In a major 2023 study, scientists closely examined the T-Rex skull. The conclusion: T-Rex had lips. Thin, scale-like lips, but lips. Which means, that iconic image, those exposed teeth, They may never have looked like that in reality. The picture in your mind since childhood. It's wrong. And it gets even stranger. We've talked about feathers and lips, but there's a third dimension. Behavior. We thought T-Rex was a pure predator. Lone, aggressive, dominant. But in a 2021 study, multiple T-Rex fossils were found in the same place. Together, researchers suggested they may have hunted in groups. Like wolves. An entire pack of T-Rex, moving together. Communicating. You felt that shift in your mind, didn't you? This is the part that hits hard. These creatures lived for 165 million years. Not 165,000. Not 1,650. A full 165 million years. Humans. Around 300,000 years. Dinosaurs existed 550 times longer than us. They were not failures. They were not primitive. They were the most successful large animals to ever walk the earth. And we almost misunderstood them. Because we only looked at their bones. Now, that dinosaur I mentioned at the beginning. Euonchoavis. A crow-sized dinosaur. 160 million years old. On its tail, two long, ribbon-like feathers. Flowing in the air, like streamers. Scientists believe it used them like a peacock. For display. For attraction. For beauty. A dinosaur, evolving for beauty. Think about that. And then Psittacosaurus. Its skin was preserved in incredible detail. When scientists mapped its color, they saw something surprising. It was darker on top and lighter underneath. Just like modern deer, which means it lived in an environment where light came from above. From a single fossil, we can even understand its habitat. Science fiction can't compete with this. So let's put it all together. The dinosaur you thought you knew. Gray, scaly, slow, dumb. That was just a story, because we only had bones. The truth is, many dinosaurs had feathers. Some were extremely colorful. Some had bizarre structures. Crests, frills, ribbon-like feathers. Why? To impress. To intimidate. To communicate. Some had lips. Some were social. Some lived in groups. And some, if you saw them today, wouldn't look like monsters at all. But like the most extraordinary birds on Earth. Dinosaurs did not disappear. There are 10,000 species alive today. We call them birds. But here's a question. If we were wrong about this, about creatures we've studied for 200 years, what else are we wrong about? How many, terrifying, animals, are actually beautiful? What else are we misunderstanding because we only see structure, and not life? Bones tell a story, but they are never the full story. Never. Opening square bracket. If you saw something new today, that's the purpose of this channel. Subscribe if you want more stories like this. Next video. It's about a creature even stranger than all of these. And unlike dinosaurs, it's still alive today. Opening square bracket.